All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the Morning Note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of Gar Capital. It is Tuesday, November 12th, 2023. Glad to be with you this morning and every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here on our YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and get started. We did have CPI numbers today that did beat. The Dow is up 357 points, NASDAQ up 1.65%, S&P up 1.33%. The Russell, 1766 up 3%. That thing has been beaten down. Looks like a nasty short squeeze right now. 4.492 on a 10-year basis, so that's moving higher. 10-year Treasury bonds. Dollar is falling below 105, 104.82, up 0.77%. The VIX getting crushed, 1404, down 4.88%. Crude oil up 0.74% at 78.85. Gasoline up nearly 1%. Gold futures 1958 up 0.43. Silver 2271 up 1.5. Copper still running, trying to get to $4, $3.69 up nearly 1%. Euro dollar 107.96 up 96 pips. Dollar yen down 74 pips, 150.98. Dollar Canadian dollar 137.54 down 51 pips, 124.15 for pound dollar. That's up 136 pips. And Bitcoin is down 36,650, down 0.72%, with Ethereum above 2,000, down 2.36%. Good morning, everybody. All right, let's go over the numbers in terms of CPI and see what we got. CPI did come in. Let's see here if I can get it. CPI core. This is excluding food and gas. 4% year over year versus the 4.1% expected. Year over year actual CPI 3.2%. That's the headline. Forecast is 3.3%. Looks like the Fed is done with rate hikes. Yields expected to fall from the Bank of America survey. Core CPI 0.2% versus the forecast of 0.3%. CPI month over month actual 0%. 0.1% was the forecast. This is the lowest annual core inflation reading since September of last year. We are so back. CPI, you can see the last 12 months. See how long it's just gone down. July was 3.2%, had a little bit of a spike in August and September, back down in October, back to levels we haven't seen since July. And that's where yields were pulling back. Food price changes over last year. Transportation up nearly 9.2%. From CPIs last year. Shelter up 6.7%. Food away from home up 5.4%. Food at home is up 2.2 plus 2.1%. New cars up 1.9%. Here's the stuff that's red. Medical care down 2%. Gasoline down 5.3%. Used cars down 7%. Gas utilities down 15%. And fuel oil down 21%. Traders now see almost less than 10% chance the Fed will lift its policy rate any higher than the current 5.25% to 5.5% range based on pricing of futures contracts that settle to the Fed's target date. They had pricing as much as 28% chance of a rate hike by January before the report. The October payroll and inflation report strongly suggests that the Fed's last rate rise was in July. The big debate at the next Fed meeting is shaping up whether to modify the post-meeting statement to reflect obvious central bank is on hold. Banks are up as well. Looks like the last rate hikes are done, as we have a 0% chance of a rate hike in December of this year. And there you go. Now you're updated. Good morning, Scotty. Calls through the roof. Close on open. Yep, we have Meta calls. We're going to take those at the open. We have Tesla calls, which are in the money. We're going to take those at the open. Masterclass has Amazon calls in the money. We're going to take that at the open. And again, we're going to take our money. We're going to move on and then see how the market reacts or continues. Let's go and take a look at S&P 500 futures to give us a little bit of perspective of where things are going. We are now breaking out on ES. So what we need is 4,500. That's the big level. If we can get above 4,500, really the confirmation is that the worst is over. And it looks like it is. It looks like, no more rate hikes in December. This isn't 2018. That was kind of the risk out there. The trend line broken is a beautiful thing, but we've had this before in September, and then we reverse back. So again, 4,500 to me would confirm. Then we could start putting our path to all-time highs. We are only 6% away from all-time highs on the NASDAQ. Now, in terms of S&P, we still need a little more. 4,500 is our first step to get there. But in terms of NASDAQ, breakout, get above 16 grand, and then you got 16,767 up there. Let's place the alert there at 16,000. So far, so good. Looking like a great November. Let's go and take a look at RTY, the Russell. I'm going to be watching that closely. We're right at the 50-day moving average, reversed a little bit. If we can break above 1782, I got a target of 1844, which is the 100-day moving average. And we're back above that trend line. So good stuff on Russell. Looks like this was a false breakdown, bear trap as we continue to roll higher. Let's talk about the trades that we did yesterday, team. All right, let's go and break it down. So we had a couple. We had Meta 340 calls sent yesterday at 10:20, and we had Tesla 230s, 285s. Once we sent that, we sent the breakdowns down and the updates. You could see Meta broke 52-week highs yesterday. We're playing that momentum. We still have it, obviously. And then Tesla, we're playing off support here. You can see the 100 and the 20 on the weekly, targeting 235 to 230, 240 for earnings gap fill. Let's take a look at that here on Tesla. That's it. We are at 235.19 in the money. I'll go and take away this alert. The next target up is 241.75 on Tesla. Again, we can hold runners until we get there. Meta, again, we just talked about new 52-week highs. I also sent this to Masterclass as well, which was the Amazon trade. So I see Amazon, that was from last week. And you can see we were just looking for 145.17. Let's go ahead and break up Amazon. Yeah, 145.20. We're right on target. So we'll take that first thing in the morning. I'll let everyone know what's up as we go. So beautiful stuff. I'm very, very happy about these kind of moves. I was hoping for birthday bags yesterday, but it's a day later. That's fine. In terms of the market, guys, we do need to break 4,500 first. Again, this could be sold immediately at the open. So again, I want to take our profits as we go. We'll leave a runner as we go as well. In terms of what this means for the market, yes, of course, if we don't have a rate hike like we did in 2018, we're going to go higher. You know where I stand. I still think we're going to hit all-time highs by the end of the year. It is November 14th, so we got, not counting holiday weeks, we got about 4 weeks of full trading left, or maybe 3.5, or maybe 3, including New Year's. So, this is the right step. Yes, it looks like the worst is over, but to get me 4,500, and then I'd feel a lot better about the call. And again, we're just going to trade step by step. We don't need to put 9,000 trades in there, see what works. 2 is what we got. Masterclass got 2. And then we're going to see what we do with futures. We're going to watch Forex today and see what we can do in terms of the market. Again, the big move has already been made this morning. So again, we're going to take a look at the open, see how we do. So premium members, basic members, masterclass members, you don't have to wait. I'll make sure to type it up where we are in terms of the market. Make sure to take your profits and be happy. When we have good news like this, I mean, this is a great thing, obviously. But look at the VIX, 1408. How low is that going to go? Could we reject 4,500 for a little bit and chop around? Possibly. Oh yeah. Could we reject 16,000 and kind of chop a little bit? Possibly. We still got PPI tomorrow. We still got retail sales tomorrow. We got OPEX on Friday. So this feels great right now. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for it. But we don't need to get greedy either. We had 2 positions open with premium. We'll take it. We'll observe and we'll move forward. Tuesdays have been a decent day for us trading. Wednesday's been the best, as we know. Monday hasn't been the best, but since we opened these 2 on Monday, we catch them. That's going to boost our Monday numbers in terms of the year-to-date analysis that I do in terms of our numbers. So exciting stuff all around. I mean, when the Russell's up 3.5%, that's a pretty good sign. When 10-year Treasury yields are down, 3.5% in a sense, that's pretty great. It's been a while, right? It feels like we've been a while since we had a short squeeze. We just had one on Friday, but this one was a news event, CPI type. So very, very cool. We had the NFP and all that stuff. So we're starting to get where we want to go. Remember, seasonality, very, very important. We expect December to be strong. And again, just because we think market's going to go higher doesn't mean it's going to go higher all the way today. Little steps. We're going to get there. No need to push the risk like crazy. If you're an investor today, you're not going to run out and buy stocks today. But if you get above 4,500, again, you'll see if you get some choppiness here and there. Maybe we get an opportunity to take a look at some names to buy so we can get into this cycle, of course. But everything's looking great. I mean, what a gift to get a great CPI. But tomorrow is PPI. That's the producer price index. We want to see that number. We want to see retail sales if they're slowing down or anything like that. So the risk isn't over. We just move on to the next one. But that CPI number was absolutely important. I'm glad it was better than expected. Keeps the hawks at the Fed at bay, as we're not going to get any more rate hikes. So that's always good news. So great stuff all around, team. So reminder, Meta, Tesla, Amazon, I'll send that message out to you guys. Just take it in the morning, enjoy your money, and then back to the next trade, right? Here at Guard Capital. When we're done, we're taking a look at the next one. That's the deal. I know kind of a quiet morning this morning, other than the news and everything like that. But you guys know what's up. We had our weekly video. We had a video yesterday. So you guys are always up to date. So keep it locked here on the YouTube channel. Keep it locked on our Instagram and social media pages. We'll keep you up to date with any other news as it comes in. Make sure to join us on our live market blog. We're about to add a nice news bot. So you're going to get direct news feed right to that Discord where I don't have to type it every time. Look, so much easier. We'll leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your morning. I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, let's see, Amazon and AMD. Amazon, I had the 145s, so that's already going to be done and dusted this morning. Let me take away this alert because I don't need it. The next thing in terms of what's the next level to look at Amazon, you're taking a look at the gap fill at 163. So again, if we can get above 147-ish, then we can start taking a look at the 160, not 160 strike, but the 160 zone for continuance moving forward. What else do we have here? AMD. AMD needs to break above 119.71. We're above it now. You could target the 122 levels. That's going to be something that we're watching as well. But let's rock and roll. We're going to take Meta. We're going to take Tesla. We're going to take Amazon and see where we go from there. Have a great rest of your morning, team. Thank you for the questions, Joseph. Appreciate it as always. And we're looking great. Let's make it a great morning. We will see you guys tomorrow for the next morning note. Cheers.